Yes, sir. James, if I was a billionaire, you couldn't tell me what the hell to do with my money. Okay? And Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, is a billionaire. And you could not tell him what to do with his money.
You damn skip.
Now, let me tell you why or how this all came about. Mark Cuban, after the finals was over, and I thought this was bold as hell, you know, the Dallas Mavericks go out to live at a club in South Beach.
Is Live the name of the club?
Live is the name of the club. In South
Live or
Beach.
Live?
L-I-V. No E at the end. It's L-I-V. So I'm thinking it's Live.
Like Liv Schreiber?
Something like that.
I got you. Is it his club?
No, it's not his club.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
he should maybe buy a club. His acting career is got to,
you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
But so they're there, and I mean, they're just having a good time. The trophy's in there. Lil Wayne and you know is in there holding the trophy. You know, the trophy's getting passed around the club. I was like, damn, really? And Mark Cuban is in the middle of everything. Middle of cigar, kicking it with Lil Wayne, hanging out, you know, talking to people. And the thing that you see is this big bottle of Ace of Spades. Huge bottle of Ace of Spades.
About the size of Lil Wayne.
Basically. And that's getting passed around. You got a picture of Dirk knocking some back. You got a picture of, you know, Jason Terry, you know, Dirk, everyone, you know, enjoying the drink. Now, this bottle of Ace of Spades cost $90,000 allegedly. I think they probably bought a lot more stuff, but the tab came up to $90,000. And on top of that, Mark Cuban, being the great man that he is, he tips 20% and drops $20,000 as a tip. First of all, being a waiter myself, if I got $20,000 as a tip,
now was that for one server, or did that go to the staff?
I think it was one server. I think it was whoever was serving that area. So it might have been two or three people.
2 or 3 people.
But if I got a $20,000 tip, I'm taking a month off.
You gonna take a month off?
Couple months off.
Nah, you got to keep working, man. You got to, because you'll 20,000 sounds like a lot.
You'll burn right through
You'll
it.
burn through that in an hour.
So you have that. Now, like I said, I'm a waiter, and I have a coworker who felt a certain way.
He was
about the spending that Mark Cuban did. Okay, so my coworker sends Mark Cuban an email, and he says a lot of things, but this
must be a pretty well-connected coworker to have Cuban's personal email address.
So, no, this is an email address that Mark Cuban let everybody have.
Okay,
this is his like Mark Cuban at DallasMavericks.com. You know, so he says a lot of things, but this is how he ends the email. This is truly sad and unfortunate. I know you have money to blow, but why not help someone who could really use it? Not one penny should have been wasted on silliness like that. I'm not saying don't celebrate, but come on, wait, $110,000 on champagne? You could have easily helped someone disabled or sick with mounting bills. I'm ending this in disgust. When he told me what he wrote him, I'm like, man, you taking this kind of seriously. Being a server, we should celebrate the fact that he left him $20,000. That's the first thing I thought of. He's a billionaire.
Exactly.
This is going, you know, $110,000 is nothing to him. And we all know that Mark Cuban does a lot of stuff for the community and for a lot of people.
That's what I was going to say. Mark Cuban has probably spent more in donations for charity this month than whoever your coworker is probably is going to make in a lifetime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, you know, I understand him saying it, and I can understand, well, because, you know, he told me, you know, I'm broke, and seeing $110,000 just kind of go like that kind of bothered me. I understand.
It's not your money.
It's not your money.
You know what I'm saying? It's not your money. But if you would have made better choices in life, you wouldn't be waiting tables. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. What I don't think he expected was for Mark Cuban to respond to the email.
Exactly.
This is what Mark Cuban had to say to him. Just think. In the time you spent thinking about and then writing this email, you could have volunteered to help someone less fortunate. Instead of wallowing in what you think is right or wrong, you could have impacted the lives of others who could use your help. I do my best to help as many people as possible. Do you? I saw this response, and I told him, you know, he just shut you down, right? You're pretty much finished. You cannot tell Mark Cuban nothing. This is his money.
Exactly.
And he's a billionaire. This is a drop of water. He wanted to celebrate with his team. You cannot tell him how to celebrate with his team.
Like, that's the equivalent of your server friend going out and picking up the bar tab for his friends.
And that's what I told him. I'm like, look, man, think about it like this. If you go out, right, and you spend $20 on something that you don't really need, you know what I'm saying? But you buy it. Why don't you give it to a homeless person? That's the exact same thing that you're telling him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of spending $110, why don't you give it to someone who needs it? Well, then what the hell do we do anything for? You know what I'm saying? Then we can just give everything that after my bills are paid, I'm not going to give all the rest of my money to homeless people. Not going to do it.
Not at all.
I'm going to end up being homeless my damn self.
You know that? You know why? Because after the bills are paid, we are one rough week away from being homeless ourselves. Look, man, this is a check-to-check world, and 95% of the people in this world miss a check. They fall below the poverty line. You know what your friend should have done?
What should he have done?
Instead of sending an email saying, how could you blow $100,000, he should have sent an email asking, hey, can you teach me how to make the type of money that you make so I can blow $100,000 in the club?
Exactly.
Or I can make enough money to where I can take that $100,000 that you just blew in the club and donate to a charity.
Honestly, like him, I was just surprised as hell that Mark Cuban.
Dude, that's the type of guy that Mark Cuban is. He is for the people.
Exactly. And one of the reasons why, you can never say, if he has cap space, if Mark Cuban has cap space, and there's a player out there, Mark Cuban will always have a chance to get a player.
And seeing him in the club is the reason why. Now, some people can say that's bad for the NBA, having your owner partying with the employees, but I mean, you never saw Jerry Reinsdorf doing that.
No, you'll never see Jerry Reinsdorf. Jerry Reinsdorf doesn't even want the All-Star game here. Here's the thing.
Because Jerry Reinsdorf is smart. He's not sending pictures of his penis either. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. And
neither is Cuban.
But like I said, Mark Cuban is probably one of the most loved owners. And the thing is, I think the best video that we saw, other than Chris Bosh, falling down and crying, was the fact we saw Brendan Haywood having like Mark Cuban in a headlock. And they're like jumping down while the clock was ticking. You don't see owners do that. You don't see owners on the bench kicking it with the guys when the clock's ticking down, to win the championship. You just don't see that anymore.
Don't mistake that for him liking Brendan Haywood, by the way. All right? At that point,
he was hug anybody.
He was so happy that he was winning the damn title. I could have been next to Mark Cuban. And he would have, man, you had a hell of a season this year. Yeah, and I'm just like, hey, thanks.
Right, exactly.
Trust me, Mark Cuban hates Brendan Haywood with everything inside of him.
Why do you say that?
Because he gave him all that damn money.
And Tyson Chandler
comes in, and now he's got to pay Tyson Chandler.
He has to, or else, Tyson Chandler has to come back.
Mark Cuban could have took that $100,000 and hired a hitman to rub Brendan Haywood out.
And on that note, we out of here.
That's how you get somebody off the books.
We'll be back next week, and we're going to start doing top fives every week. And an idea, we don't know what we're going to do in that. We're thinking about top 5 players in the NBA that might go Sean Kemp if there's a lockout.
And by Sean Kemp, we don't mean have a bunch of babies. We're talking like just come back overweight, alcoholic style. Well, not alcoholic. We don't want to wish alcoholism, which is a disease, on anybody.
But yeah, who is the top 5 players that can go Sean Kemp? Because if we remember, I didn't see Sean Kemp going that way. I didn't, because he was cut by the time before the lockout started. Yeah. He was in shape, so I don't know what the hell happened. But who are the top 5 players you can see going in that route? Kevin Durant.
Dude, Kevin Durant couldn't get overweight if he'd have to like swallow Kendrick Perkins whole.
But that's for next week. Y'all have a great week. It's the booth with Big Man and Jay Lee.
ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.